CFD in Surrey with Circle 5, one of the star elders. And I'm doing some animal teachings. And what I'm doing today is hummingbird energy. And hummingbird is my favorite archetype of the North Gate, or the winter time. And I wanted to talk first about the meaning of the North Gate. So on the medicine wheel, it's the winter time. So we've just done the fall, which was, we used raven energy. And we said that the fall is the home of the mature adult. Now we're heading to the elder time. So the white-haired ones, when you think of the grandmothers and the grandfathers, they're the knowledge keepers, and they're very sacred. And we can pray to them and ask them to share their knowledge, and they're glad to do that. But really, on the earth plane, it's a very quiet time, the winter. Traditionally, the First Nations people would have harvested their crops and prepared their meats and their fish, and they would be taking the time in the winter to think about and process what had happened during the year, and also to think about what's going to happen in the spring. So what can they look forward to? You know, what crops are they going to plant, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, quiet time. The earth is usually covered in a blanket of snow. I just say usually because we don't see a lot of snow in BC. And then when we do, everybody complains. So most of the world is covered in a blanket of snow, and the Earth Mother is not producing at that time. She's resting and recuperating. So we should do the same in the winter. And just like chillax a little bit, and take your time, and take time to process and be quiet, and really be gentle with yourself. So that's kind of what I like to do in the winter time in the North Gate myself. So let's move on and talk about the little hummingbird. And you know, I always think of the fiercest bird is the eagle. But you know, little hummingbird is not afraid of the eagle, and he'll give him a run for his money. But look at the size difference. Okay, so we've got lots of hummingbird feeders just outside, so I was lucky enough to find a couple of feathers. So I've taped on to this paper a little itty bitty chest feather of the hummingbird. I'm gonna hold it close. Isn't it teeny? Like, that's the size of my baby fingernail, right? And it's a little bit smaller than that. And so here is the chest feather, one of the chest feathers from an eagle, right? Okay, now flipping this around here, there's an itty bitty wing feather. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's quite iridescent. Okay, now check this guy out. Here's an eagle wing feather. What? Look at that. Is that huge or what? Yep. Check out the difference. And you know, with regard to fierceness, I would put the courage of hummingbird up to an eagle anytime. They're not afraid of anything. In fact, they're known for striking with the force of a bullet, and they'll shatter the heart of darkness and make the kind of ice, or the veneer of that darkness break apart like ice or glass, and melt away, and reveal the beauty inside. So hummingbird is all about finding the beauty as well. So he's the symbol of joy and love, and he visits each little flower, you know, buzzing away, singing his happy little humming song, going from flower to flower, you know, spreading joy and love. And interestingly, hummingbirds don't like anything harsh. You know, like if my kids are screaming or something like that, or yelling at each other, they'll buzz right off. They don't want to be around anything harsh. And in that way, they can also teach you to buzz off if somebody is giving you harsh vibes, or, you know, bad energy. You don't have to sit there and take it. You go away. And also, interestingly, through the centuries, hummingbird feathers have been used for love potions. I mean, we'll save that topic for another day. But it's easy to see why this little guy is so popular. I think that Vancouver's been named the hummingbird capital of the world. I guess because seasonally we're really favorable for the hummingbird. The climate's not terrible for him, and he can exist during the winter, no problem. And I'd really love to see that. He teaches us the beauty, to see the beauty and the joy within ourselves. And I think that's a really great lesson. Now let me just look at my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. Oh yes, the way the hummingbird moves is very fascinating. So he doesn't just go like that. He goes up, down, this way, that way, spins around. He's like a helicopter. And so in that way, he's thought of as magical too, the most magical of birds, because he can pivot and change direction instantly. And I think that's kind of interesting too. And I think the way that can help us is to imagine that we don't have to be restrained by one way of thinking. We can look at a situation from many different angles, and we don't have to stay stuck on anything. So that's how we can use a little bit of that medicine. And yeah, as I said, he's a symbol for bravery. So if you need an inspiration for courage and bravery, it would be little hummingbird. And I hope you get some time to visit with a hummingbird and that you see some, because I always think it's good luck to see a hummingbird. I think they're adorable, and also kind of cute that they're such little badasses, and they're just so beautiful too. So I wish you joy and luck and peace during the winter gate, the north gate, the winter time. And I hope you receive the blessing of hummingbird. And I can't wait to talk about hummingbird in our upcoming discussion. Thanks.